Universal Basic Income, UBI, has been a topic of intense debate for decades, but in recent years it has gained significant traction in both political and economic discussions worldwide. UBI, often referred to as guaranteed income, is a system in which all citizens receive a regular, unconditional sum of money from the government, regardless of their employment status or wealth. Advocates argue that UBI could help alleviate poverty, reduce inequality, and provide economic stability, especially in an era marked by technological disruption and increasing economic uncertainty. However, the proposal has also sparked considerable controversy, with critics questioning its feasibility, cost, and potential unintended consequences. 1. Understanding universal basic income. Universal basic income is a policy that proposes providing every individual within a given society a fixed, unconditional income on a regular basis. This income would be guaranteed by the government and could replace or supplement existing welfare programs. The idea behind UBI is rooted in the belief that everyone, regardless of their socioeconomic status, should have a financial safety net that ensures their basic needs are met. The concept of UBI is not new. It has been discussed by philosophers and economists for centuries. Thomas Paine, an American political theorist, advocated for a form of basic income in his 1797 pamphlet, Agrarian Justice. More recently, economists like Milton Friedman and social theorists such as Guy Standing have championed the idea as a way to address growing inequalities and the changing nature of work in the modern economy. The goal of UBI is not just to provide a minimum living standard for all citizens, but also to give people the freedom to pursue their interests and contribute to society in ways that may not be captured by traditional work. In a world where automation, artificial intelligence, and gig work are transforming the labor market, UBI is seen by some as a way to provide economic security in an age where stable, full-time employment is no longer a guarantee for many people. 2. The promise of UBI. Proponents of UBI argue that it has the potential to address several of the most pressing issues facing contemporary societies. Below are some of the main reasons why UBI is often considered a transformative policy. 2.1. Reducing poverty and inequality. One of the primary arguments for UBI is that it can help reduce poverty and income inequality. By providing a guaranteed income to everyone, UBI ensures that individuals have access to the basic resources they need to survive. In countries where income inequality has been rising, UBI offers a direct way to address the wealth gap and ensure that the benefits of economic growth are more evenly distributed across society. Unlike traditional welfare programs, which often have strict eligibility criteria and bureaucratic hurdles, UBI is universal and unconditional. This means that it could help individuals who fall through the cracks of existing welfare systems, including those who are self-employed, part-time workers, or those in precarious gig jobs. 2.2. Economic stability and flexibility. In an era marked by economic volatility, job insecurity, and rapid technological change, UBI is seen as a way to provide economic stability to citizens. Many workers, especially in industries susceptible to automation, face the risk of job displacement. UBI provides a cushion for individuals who might otherwise experience long periods of unemployment or underemployment. Additionally, UBI could help promote entrepreneurship and creativity. With a guaranteed income, individuals would have the financial security to pursue ventures or creative endeavors without the constant pressure of needing to earn money immediately. This could encourage innovation and contribute to the development of new industries. 2.3. Simplification of welfare systems. Traditional welfare programs are often complex, fragmented, and inefficient. They may involve means testing, conditionalities, and require significant administrative oversight, leading to high costs and delays. UBI, in contrast, could replace or streamline these systems by providing a direct cash transfer to all citizens. This simplification could reduce bureaucracy and ensure that help reaches those who need it most. 2.4. Addressing the impact of automation. As automation and artificial intelligence, AI, continue to revolutionize industries, many fear that large-scale job displacement is inevitable. UBI is seen as a solution to this problem, as it provides workers with a guaranteed income even as traditional jobs are replaced by machines. By decoupling income from labor, UBI could cushion the blow of widespread job loss and create a more equitable distribution of the benefits of technological progress. 3. The controversy of UBI. While UBI is supported by many economists, policymakers, and social theorists, it is also a highly controversial policy with significant opposition. The idea of providing everyone with a guaranteed income raises several concerns, particularly regarding its cost, its potential impact on work incentives, and its long-term effects on society. 3.1. The cost of UBI. One of the most significant criticisms of UBI is its cost. The proposal to provide every citizen with a regular, unconditional income would require vast amounts of government spending. For example, in the United States, where the poverty rate hovers around 11%, providing every American with a basic income of $1,000 per month would cost over $3 trillion annually. This figure does not account for the additional costs associated with expanding UBI to include support for healthcare, education, and other services. Critics argue that funding UBI at this scale would require massive tax increases or cuts to other social programs. While proponents argue that UBI could replace other welfare programs, the sheer cost of implementing such a policy is a major obstacle. Many question whether governments can afford such a large-scale redistribution of wealth, especially in the wake of crises like the COVID-19 pandemic, which has strained public finances worldwide. 3.2. Impact on work incentives. Another common criticism of UBI is that it may discourage work. If individuals are guaranteed an income without having to work, some argue that people may be less motivated to participate in the labor force. Critics suggest that UBI could lead to a reduction in productivity and economic output, as individuals might choose to withdraw from the workforce and live off the guaranteed income. Supporters of UBI, however, argue that this concern is exaggerated. They point to existing evidence from pilot programs and studies suggesting that most people will continue to work, even with a basic income. In fact, some proponents argue that UBI could help people find more meaningful or creative work, as it provides a financial safety net while they explore new opportunities. Moreover, with automation and AI eliminating certain jobs, UBI could provide workers with the flexibility to retrain or pursue other forms of employment. Rather than discouraging work, UBI could enable people to seek out jobs that align better with their interests or contribute to social good, such as caregiving, education, or environmental sustainability. 3.3. Inflationary pressures. Another concern is that UBI could lead to inflation. If everyone receives a guaranteed income, it is possible that demand for goods and services would increase dramatically, driving up prices. This could erode the purchasing power of the income provided by UBI, reducing its effectiveness as a poverty alleviation tool. However, proponents argue that the impact on inflation can be mitigated by careful policy design, such as accompanying UBI with measures to control inflation, like regulating rent, price controls, or wage standards. They also point out that inflation is not inevitable and depends on how the income is distributed and how supply chains respond to changes in demand. 3.4. The risk of dependency. Critics of UBI also argue that it could lead to a culture of dependency, where people become reliant on the state for their income, rather than contributing to society through work. This concern is rooted in the belief that people's sense of responsibility and self-worth is tied to their ability to earn a living through employment. While UBI provides financial security, critics fear it could undermine the social contract between individuals and society, where people are expected to work and contribute to the economy. Supporters, however, argue that UBI could empower individuals to contribute in non-traditional ways, including through volunteer work, caregiving, or community-based initiatives that may not be valued in the market economy. 4. Conclusion. A path forward. Universal basic income is a bold and transformative idea that has the potential to reshape society and the global economy. Its promise lies in its ability to provide financial security, reduce inequality, and support individuals in an age of automation and economic disruption. However, it remains a highly controversial proposal, with significant concerns over its cost, impact on work incentives, and potential inflationary effects. The controversy surrounding UBI reflects the broader challenges societies face as they navigate a rapidly changing economic landscape. Whether UBI becomes a reality will depend on the political will, public support, and the ability of governments to address the concerns raised by its critics. As the debate continues, it is clear that guaranteed income will remain a central issue in discussions about the future of work, welfare, and economic justice.